We've arrived at our ninth stop, Moku'ula on Mokuhinia Pond. This is arguably the least scenic but most important stop on our tour. Back in ancient times, the town of Lahaina was actually a wetland called Lele, which means to disembark as from a canoe. In those times, this site was a 17-acre pond. The Pi'ilani family built a man-made sandbar with a causeway to access this new little island within the pond. This is the land upon which they built the royal palace. There were multiple huts, fish ponds, food crops, and a religious hut called a heiau. The palace grounds were easily defensible because of this causeway entry. When neighboring villagers attempted to invade Lele, the village could go onto the palace grounds and warriors could ward off invading warriors upon that causeway. Picture the battle at Thermopylae, the Battle of 300 in ancient Greece. When the would-be invaders were squashed, the Pi'ilani warriors would then spread out and take the land from which the invaders came. In this fashion, the Pi'ilani family gained control of the entire island of Maui. They were brilliant, not just for their architectural efforts, but also for knowing how to prevent invasion by canoe across the pond itself. They did so through superstition. A daughter of the Pi'ilani family died and was deified to become Kiha-wahine, the gecko monster, a sea monster who lived in the pond and would destroy invading canoes. On the sign here at Moku'ula, you will see pictures of a wooden Kiha-wahine figurine. You'll also see a picture of Kahekili, the last Pi'ilani to control Maui, who was defeated by Kamehameha I, thanks to his Western weapons. Next, you'll see a picture of King Kamehameha I in a suit and tie. He loved Western culture and is pictured in a suit and tie for this fact. Lastly, there's a picture of an older version of that Protestant church from whence you just came, but as you can see, this prior version was still rotated 90 degrees compared to the modern one, and was much simpler geometrically, showing how the winds could have blown it down. After the sugarcane era companies came to town and dried up the land of Lele, this became a nasty-smelling bog. Then, in 1918, the town of Lahaina actually filled in this bog with coral rubble, sand, rocks, and the like. That's why there's no longer any evidence of that Moku'ula palace. It's all underground. Nowadays, there's a group called the Friends of the Moku'ula attempting to raise funds to do an archaeological dig, re-unearth the palace grounds, and then dig out a pond. Of course, this will be an expensive project, but it will also have ongoing expenses. There's still not enough water down here in Lahaina town, so they'll have to have pumps and filtration systems to keep the pond full. There are only 3 stops left, so off we go to continue our adventure at the Banyan Tree Park. I'll see you there.